Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to the stars of Las Vegas and an old friend to the program, Travis Cloer. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me again.
Do you know, it must be wonderful being you. I mean, you're in a hit musical here in Vegas, the Jersey Boys, and then you have this unique career where you can perform as yourself and celebrate that amazing voice and talent.
Yeah, it's something that, you know, I feel very lucky, you know, with Jersey Boys being the hit that it is and getting to be a part of that amazing show night after night, and then getting to stretch my creative wings, you know, and go do some things on my own. It's nice.
You've got this brand new album. We talked over the summer. It was in the making. Christmas at My Place. It's going to be so perfect because they love that Christmas album. And in England, it's taken off. I think Michael Bublé sort of got people interested in Christmas music again. Over here, there are radio stations who already will be playing it because you love it so much.
That's right. Hopefully they'll be playing this record too on those radio stations. But yeah, it's a bit of a, you know, a project that I hold dear to my heart. You know, I've done a Christmas show here in Las Vegas in one way or another for the last 4 years. I sang with the Las Vegas Philharmonic for a couple of years, and then I did my own show at the Smith Center it was kind of a throwback to those old TV holiday specials. I had special guests from all over the Strip, you know, celebrities coming in and doing a number with me, just hopping up on stage and just having a good time. So
I love that about this town. I mean, you're all in it together, and it's such a small community, and you all sort of enjoy celebrating each other's voices, and that's great. You all want to be part of the same team. Yeah,
it's a really, really tight community. You know, we all we're there to support each other, lift each other up, and to help each other out, because we all know how hard it is, you know, to get your name out there and to do what you love to do. And any chance to help anybody out, this town's great that way.
You just celebrated 3,000 performances here in Vegas with the Jersey Boys. I mean, and you do steal the show. I've said this before. You have such a unique talent. How stressful is it being you in this town? I woke up this morning and went, am I ill or is this the town? Of course, within half an hour, the aircon kicked in, and it's a tough town to be a singer.
It is tough, and that's why, you know, they've got myself and my buddy Graham Fenton. We split the role. Las Vegas is unique that they have two actors equally sharing the role, because it takes a toll on your voice, you know. The dryness and the heat and just this climate is not meant to be, you know, performed in. But it's something that once you get past the mental aspect of it, you know, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to sing tonight? If you can get that out of your head and just let your body take over and your training, you'll get through.
I know Frankie is a big fan of yours because you deliver it with such authenticity. We'll just cover Jersey Boys briefly. I mean, it's not a cute, lovely Disney story. This is two men, as we've spoken about before, who create this phenomenal music, and it's a tough story of fight.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, you look at the story, and not many people know about it, because back in the day, if this kind of news got out, you know, these guys, no one would have ever bought their records. It's not like it is today where scandal sells. Back in the day, if you didn't have the goods to deliver, you know, the talent, then, you know, you were passed over, and especially if you had like connections like these guys had. So it's fun to tell this story that not many people know about.
They had such chemistry together, and that music was so remarkable. And this is a jukebox musical with an amazing story. I think that's the reason it's lasted. We get the hits, which we love, and then we get a really compelling story. That's rare.
Yeah, it is rare, and it's a little bit more than a jukebox musical too, because not only does it follows these songs that these guys actually lived, you know, that they wrote, that they performed, that they took to the top of the charts, and it shows you them in performance mode. It shows you them in a very intimate, personal mode singing these songs. So it's unique that way, and it's a lot of fun to do every night.
And not many actors can do your role. It is a very specific type of voice that I know is draining. How do you feel at the end of those shows where you've got a standing ovation crowd, but you've had to nail it and get those high notes?
Well, there's definitely that element of pressure, you know, because people know what Frankie Valli sounds like. People know how these songs sounded on the radio. So there's that pressure to go out and deliver that nightly, you know, every single time. And sometimes you feel better than other nights, but at the end of the show, regardless, I've found of how I've felt physically, emotionally, by the end of the show, it's a high, because people embrace it and just take it into their hearts, and it's great.
We're here today at Paris Hotel and Casino for this show where Jersey Boys plays all week, and it's interesting being here and not on Broadway or in the West End. You've been doing it a long time, you've now got a family and a wife and child. This is sort of living the dream. You've got a normal life during the day and you're still living the Broadway dream at night.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for more. This is the best job I've ever had, and I know how fortunate we are to, we're not on the road. We're not going from city to city. We're not living in New York where, financially it's astronomically to live there. Las Vegas, we were able to, we've been here since 2008, since the show opened, and since then we bought a house, we've had kids, we've adopted a couple dogs. It's a dream come true, and I feel very fortunate to be part of it.
It must be fantastic being you. I mean, seriously, career-wise, it's going brilliantly. You have a unique persona as well as a Broadway persona, and of course, you're privately happy. That's a rare mix of success that very few achieve in show business.
Yeah, it is, and don't get me wrong. There's times when, in any field, where you strive to do more and you wish that you were doing more, but when that creeps in, you just take a step back and you look at what you've been blessed with and what's around you, and your family, people are healthy, and there's love in the air, and it's very, very gratifying.
I'm telling you, you should be pleased to be you, because your voice is so wonderful and rich, and I guess we get to celebrate this in this new album, which I know you've put your heart and soul into, as well as a lot of money. It is not cheap to make an album with a proper orchestra and have it made beautifully produced. Tell me about Christmas at My Place and why it's so important.
Well, I was very lucky to I raised the money through Kickstarter.com, and I was very lucky to have a lot of people dig into their pockets and help me raise $30,000 is what we made to make this record, and we've used every penny of it. Me and my buddy Keith Thompson, who's our musical director over at Jersey Boys, he wrote the arrangements on this record. He co-produced it, and I couldn't be more pleased with the way that he has made this sound. He literally, I think, climbed into my head, heard how it sounded in there, and wrote it down on paper for the musicians to play. The record opens up with a song that he wrote, actually, called Christmas Is My Favorite, and it's a great big band swinging song. I wrote a song on there also called Baby It's Cold Under the Mistletoe, which is a kind of play on a lot of different holiday songs, different holiday themes, and we're hoping that those two are going to be new holiday standards, because we're hoping that people will listen to it and embrace it and just feel everything that went into it, because it was a lot of hard work.
What's it like doing Christmas songs here in Vegas? Because it's never really Christmas. In England, it's cold, it's rainy, it might be snowing, we have Christmas trees and lights. This is the desert.
It is the desert, but you'd be surprised at how cold it gets here, come December and January. It snows every now and then on a very, very rare occasion. Up in the mountains, we get a lot of snow, so we go up there a lot and play in the snow and go skiing and hiking and all that stuff. But it's you'd be surprised that the Christmas spirit is still very much alive and well here in the desert.
You have such a gift, and it's so nice to see you again. This new album, Christmas at My Place, is available on Amazon and through your website. Give your website.
Yeah, www.traviscloer.com. And it's on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, anywhere that plays music, you can probably find it.
Next time I come, I want you to schedule a show. It'll be May. Can you do a live show just of you in May? I know I've seen you a million times in Jersey Boys, but you have such a gift and a bond with your audience. You've mastered that art of sort of building the bridge between the two. Again, that doesn't come easy.
No, it doesn't. And it's something that every time I get up there on my own, again, there's that pressure. You're up there, you have to carry the show. You have to make people not want to look at their watch or get up out of their seat. So there's that pressure. But it's surprising. Leading up to a show like that, I always get a little nervous. But once I'm up on stage and the lights kick in and the music kicks in and I see people out there, it just kind of comes naturally and at ease, and I want people to feel as comfortable as I would want to feel in an audience, so that's what I try to give them.
And again, I think that comes with talent. You're not hiding behind these songs because you can deliver everything you do, and anybody who sees you in this role, you are totally unique and your charisma is compelling. I wish you good luck with this new album. It's called Christmas at My Place by Travis Cloer. It's available now. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Alex.